Good morning guys, Kashi HD here with another video on Oceans and Empires, and as you can see in front of you, I am on fire, and not in a good way. So it's been a bit of an up and down week. Started off really strong on Sunday, managed to get my level 28 castle, moved on. I'm now upgrading my academy, and then obviously shortly after that will be the wall. But yesterday my phone completely died, and I'm talking like battery cut out, couldn't get it to charge, couldn't get it to turn on. So yeah, goes without saying, got caught with my pants down a little bit, and as is the norm in server 1 now, if you get caught without a shield you get farmed, usually by these guys. This is 1ST, otherwise known as Toast, and unfortunately I'm not very good at reading. I think it's Korean, or either way, I'm not very good at reading it. But here we are, we've got 1979 troops captured, but anyway, here we are. We've got 1,979 troops captured, 2,938 dead, and 8,714 in the hospital. Which all in all isn't as bad as I was expecting to come back to. We're against 5 Vulcans. That's strange. It's only got 291 troops on that one. You can see me battery messages popping up, guys. If my phone does die on me again, the video may end up being cut short, but don't panic. I've got another phone due to be delivered today. I'm upgrading from my old iPhone 5. I'm going to get myself an iPhone 7. Let's take a little look at the replay actually. See just how poorly the ship of the line stand up to Vulcans. So anyway, that's me heavy galleon. So a Vulcan has got 39,192 durability and 2,620 troops on board. Tends to be the same, bar obviously the one that isn't full. And just in the time it's taken for me to look at that, all of my ships have been sunk. It's kind of poor when it takes this long to get to this level. Unless of course you're paid to play. I know there's a few pay to play players out there with multiple level 32 accounts. Did anyone else spot there that it started with 20 rounds of fire? It's usually 10 on the gate, and that definitely started counting from 20. Makes me wonder if one of the wall research increases the rounds on the gate. I can't remember. But anywho, first things first, guys, we've got all these troops in the hospital healing. We need to speed that up. We'll use our healing speed ups first, and then I'm just going to use gold. Now when you log in, you'll notice there is actually a gold event, guys. If you spend certain amounts of gold, you get gold back at the end of the event. The event is running from the 7th of June to the 12th of June, 5 PM. And if you use between 10,000 and 99,999 of your gold, you get 2,000 gold back at the end of the event. Doesn't sound very much, but if you spend between 100,000 and 499,999, you will get 35,000 gold back. And the good one, guys, if you spend over 500,000 gold, you get 250,000 gold back. So that's probably where everyone wants to try and be if they've got enough gold in their accounts. definitely sounds like a good idea. When I leveled up my castle to level 28, I probably spent about 300,000 or 400,000 gold on it, mainly through resources, and then I think after I started it was about 46,000 to speed it up to actually finish the upgrade. While we're on the subject, guys, if you're going to use gold to upgrade things, don't just hit the complete now button, because I mean that was showing around about 1.5 million gold cost in order to upgrade my castle, and I ended up instead spending about 300,000 on resources. I think it was around about 20 resource packs that I bought, which are obviously 15,000 gold each, and then like I said, about 46,000 to upgrade. So I think that complete now button, you should just try and avoid that at all costs and buy the resources with your gold instead. Definitely proves to be a better deal when I do it. If you guys find different, just comment down below and let me know. Right, so we've now got some troops on our ships. Thank God, I was starting to feel a bit lonely in it. Let's just make sure I've used my resources. And let's take a little look how many troops we've got left. See, that's not actually that bad. I was expecting not to have any spearmen left whatsoever, and I was certainly expecting to have less veteran musketeers left than that. So all in all, guys, I'm not actually doing too bad. Hakuna Matata and all that, and we're 16.5 million might, which I think before my phone died I was around 19 million. So yeah, quite pleased with that. Anywho, now that we're all repaired, I think we are ready to hit some empires. And since the server merge, this has turned into more of a game that I like to call cat and mouse, because you can't just freely farm the empire anymore. Literally within about 30 seconds or a minute of my shield dropping, I can guarantee I get attacked. Sod's law will be that I won't get attacked now because I'm filming it for you guys to see. But just activate those buffs. Okay, the important thing, guys, I know that I'm going to get attacked. Somebody usually ports in down here. That looks like enough space there. No, not quite. So to be fair, people have been filling these gaps in. There's a gap down here. But yeah, what usually happens is by the time that my scouts reached the castles that I want to attack, I've usually got an attack coming straight at me, because these higher levels, they don't bother scouting. They know they're going to win. Oh, look at that. Just in time to play. This may be the guy that I was playing with the other day, actually. Just basically making sure that I hit before he did. And obviously then, you've got to make sure that he's attacking the empires, not you. He's already scouted that level 25. Shall we have a go? Alright, the key is just to make sure that your ship gets where it's going before his do. And that way, you know that you can shield. As long as your ships are on the way back in, then you will be able to pop a shield. So what's he doing? He's just checking through all of his scout reports. Bugger it, I'm just going to go for it, guys. Scout that, and we are going to use some speed ups. With scouting, as long as you get to less than 5 seconds left, you'll be fine, because by the time his ships hit you, you've got that 5-second attack time. that it takes for them to actually do the damage. Ah, we're empty anyway, guys. That's a shame. I was looking forward to showing you guys then. And what I tend to do is just, I've got all these 1 hour shields, just keep popping those in between doing things while you make up your mind. If you've got 3 or 4 scout reports that you haven't looked at, just pop a shield when you look at those. Who else have we got? Let's try the level 27. I'm just waiting for the screen to go red. There we go, it's less than 5 seconds now, so come back, get ready to pop a shield if you need to. So obviously with the scouts, as long as you've got less than 5 seconds, they scout and come back straight away. With your attacks, you need to make sure that your ships land before the enemy ships land on you. Even if they're sailing at you, if you get a 1 second head start, at the end of your 5 seconds attack, you can then pop a shield and they've still got a second left on theirs. You probably wouldn't want to leave it that close, but you can actually do it. Nah, they're empty as well. So we're going to go and find somewhere else. Like I said, pop a shield. Okay. So we'll go and look around for an empire to get some resources from, guys. And we'll come back. I'm not sure. I think it takes about an hour for these guys to refill. So I'll come back over then. And this empire in particular, because we've got the level 30, the 29, 28, tends to get a lot of activity from the higher alliances. You see some FNT there. First are always floating around. Obviously that's 1 ST. Let's take a little look, actually see how much the rankings have changed. Oh wow, FNT shot up. I think they were like 5.4 billion when I looked a couple of days ago. And first were 5.1, I think. So I'm not sure whether a couple of members maybe have changed sides, or whether FNT are just hammering them. So yeah, we'll come back in a bit, guys, and play some cat and mouse. Or I might just cut that in at some point at the end of the video. So I've got a level 20 empire here, guys, with a monster in the way. If I was to go there, yeah, as soon as I get rid of that monster, I'll be able to go there. So I'm just going to send, probably only need 1 to be honest, but doesn't make too much difference. Oh, not return. We'll speed him up. In the interest of not sitting around all day. Now, it's not my preferred tactic for quick resources. As you guys know, I like to go for the highest level I can and take higher level troops and use those for resources. But since the server merge, there's been a lot of activity. The higher level empires have been a lot harder to find while they're full, and certainly without bigger guys sniffing around looking to pick you off while you're farming them. So what I've been doing is just saving up loads of Conquest Orders. You see the second class ones there, I've got 78 of. So what I'll do is I'll like port in next to this level 20, which usually have about 1 million food, 1 million wood, and then iron and silver, obviously. Hammer that until it's empty, which usually takes about 15-ish Conquest Orders. And then when I go back, then I'll send out ship of the lines at Hydras. Hydras, Tsunami Hydras, and Storm Hydras. And what that'll do, that'll level up my Legacy of the Sun skill and give me loads more second class Conquest Orders. So we're going to assault in here. Remember guys, the big benefit with assaulting, if somebody attacks me I can just hit the retreat button, it will recall all my ships and I'll head back home. Luckily, and I hope I'm not jinxing myself here, but nobody has bothered blocking my assaults while I've been doing this. I've done it quite a few times since the server merge, but so far I've been quite lucky. Let's just scout and see what we've got here. Collect this gift as well. Ah, he's completely empty. As I said guys, it is harder to find empires with resources now that the server's a lot busier. There we go, we've got 920,000 in there, so we'll use the level 18 instead. Now my treasure buffs are going to be more than enough to for taking out empires this level. I'm not going to use any other buffs, obviously, because those are in limited supply. We've got 26 and 15 of the ship firepower ones, so that's not too bad. And what I tend to do guys is literally just use the one fleet, because that's the one with the highest resource capacity, so I'm getting more resources per conquest order. So started on 1 million. When we get to 1.9 we'll send a scout and see what's left. So I'm going to cut forward now guys, and I will see you in about 800,000 resources time. Okay, so we're getting pretty close now guys. We'll just see how many resources come back out of this attack. And obviously while we're doing this we can also send any remaining ships over at the level 10. Don't forget to use up any third class conquest orders you've got. And obviously level 10 empires are the highest empires you can use those on. So the last siege on this level 18 took 60,000 food, 38,000 wood. That's below my maximum ship capacity, so I know that they're now empty. We're going to do the same for this level 17 if they have anything. And you can see there, 13 plus the message I just read, it took 14 attacks to empty that level 18. So get rid of those now. I think I've just deleted the scout report. So yeah, they never used to actually update the messages while you were in there. So if you got a scout report after you'd opened your messages, it wouldn't show until you closed it and reopened it. So if you see me closing my messages and reopening them, it's just a bad habit from that. So there we go, we've got more resources in there. 875, so about 2.8 million then. If we got any more level 10s, yes we do. And we're out of third class conquest orders now guys. Here's that attack we've been waiting for. Oh no, it's just a scout from a level 10, we'll let that roll. Obviously now is the time you really need to keep your eyes open guys, because people will attack you while you're being scouted or attacked by somebody else, because obviously you've already got the red border, so they know that you don't actually get a warning. That's fine, we know that. They're not going to do anything, just purely because we've got more ships than what they can send at us. So same again guys, I'm going to cut forward to oh thanks, some free troops. So yeah, I'm going to cut forward now to where we've collected all these resources, and then by that time hopefully the larger empire buyer should have a few more resources, so we'll go and take a look. Okay, so we might be finished there guys. I'm just going to send a quick scout to double check. Yeah, that's worth another hit. So last hit, and then we will head home and see if our empire has some troops and some resources for us now. Although there is every chance we're going to get back and it's going to be on fire already. There we go, so we'll just hit the retreat button, pop a shield as soon as we get back, and decide which ones we want to hit first. So down to business, guys. Scout this level 26. Leave it at 8, we'll just keep an eye on things. Although it does look like there are troops, one of the guys from my alliance is attacking there. Yeah, we've got troops, no resources, but we're here for troops, not resources. And I'm just going to use a firepower buff there, just to sort of stem my losses a little bit. And these speed ups, guys, I don't use them on every empire. It's literally just the fact that I'm stuck there. I haven't got a retreat button to hit. So I need to make sure that I do have options to get out. So there we are. Now we're safe. Anything happens, I can pop a shield because the ships are on the way back. Wow, this guy's fast. So level 30 there. As you can probably guess, there is no way in hell I would be able to outrun his ships. And he's about to hit, has just hit that level 27. So see, there is literally so much competition for these higher level empires, it's unreal. Veteran Musketeers is really where I want to be, sort of farming, but yeah, anything lower than that, it's not worth risking here. I might as well pop a quick shield and go and find another level 20. Let's check how many Conquest Orders I've got left. Yeah, I've still got 51 Conquest Orders, so I could go and knock off another, say, 2 level 20 empires. Just to demonstrate to you guys, when I then get low, it's literally just one ship there, one ship there. You know, use a load of where we go here. Yeah, pop into your bag then. Use a load of capture bundles. I usually like lump 10 of them at a time in. Go down, make sure your energy's full. Wow, I've got a lot of those left. And yeah, those will just keep going then until they run out of energy. Conquest Order there. You know, you can get, say, 20 of them, 20 Conquest Orders in under an hour. And then obviously if you use the hunting speed up, that will be quicker. So yeah, that's just to show you guys how I do it. I usually have like 4 ships out doing that. And then my trade ship will be going city to city trading, and that will be while I'm doing something else. So I know I've got a shield on, my ships can't be attacked, but I'll leave it doing that. The drawback, of course, being you can only do that on one account, because the second you swap to an alt account, your hunting streak will end, which is a bit of a bummer. It'd be nice if you could keep that going on a couple of accounts, but hey, we can't have everything. So we'll leave that there, guys. You don't want to see me farming low level empires all morning. What have we got in here? Musketeers, spearmen can go, musketeers can go. There's 510 veteran musketeers, that's from hitting that level 26, and 179 heavy spearmen. I'm probably going to convert those just to replace some of the troops that I lost while my phone was dead. And then I am going to do some more upgrades. I need to get my barracks up to level 28, which means I've got to do my armory as well. Once I get those done, I'm going to buy a load of resources. What do I need? 42 million. So yeah, I'll easily spend 500,000 gold on resources then to get my level 29 castle. In fact, I will probably spend it doing my research for my super frigate. I'm quite looking forward to getting those just for the high resource capacity. It's going to make farming the Empire a lot easier. At the moment, as you've seen, I'm using on average about 15 Conquest Orders for 1,000,000 resources. I'm hoping with Super Frigate that number drops quite a lot. They are the biggest cargo ships on the game. So by next week we'll know what the capacity is on that, and I'll tell you the difference. So yeah, I do intend fully on spending 500,000 gold and getting the 250,000 back at the end of the event. If you guys are going to do the same, leave a comment down below. Let me know. If anyone from 1ST is on here and they just want to give me some stick for being burned, carry on. As I said, Hakuna Matata. If you haven't seen The Lion King, then tough. So I will see you guys again next week. In the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe, and happy hunting.